Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're just joining, welcome. So I have a review of the Everyday Tarot Magic Spells and Meditations by Dorothy Morrison, forward by Storm Castavani. This is a newer release. It's a book review, Creating Magic with the Cards. Turn your tarot deck into your own personal helpline and get the answers you've been looking for in Dorothy Morrison's classic title, Everyday Tarot Magic. Follow Dorothy's expertise as she guides you through each exercise and ritual with over 140 spells, charms, and activities to choose from. Use numerology to help determine special cards like your spirit card, your lesson card, or your personal year card. Connect with the spirit world and learn the fundamentals of tarot in this fantastic book for both the beginner and the advanced reader. Everything you need to successfully make magic with your tarot deck is found here within Everyday Tarot Magic. Dorothy Morrison, parentheses, Louisiana, is the award-winning author of numerous books on the ancient arts and has become a favorite of readers and critics from all walks of life. She's been practicing witchcraft since the 70s and lives near New Orleans with her husband and their black lab, Silas. You can find her online, and it gives her websites. I purchased this off Amazon with my own money. I am not affiliated. So let's go ahead and take a look. Praise for Everyday Tarot Magic. I've had this for a little while now, but just haven't gotten around to giving it a review. I never used to do book reviews, but why not, right? Dedication in memory of, and then we have the contents. I have went through the book. I just haven't, I haven't worked with it yet. So, or done anything with it yet. We've got a lot here. It is a very nice book, though. Usually if I get a book and it gets here and I do a skim through it and I don't like it, it goes right back. But this one I've held on to. So we have acknowledgements, and obviously I'm not going to read all this. Part 1, Getting Started. The tarot is a deck of cards once used by noble gents and lords and ladies of the royal court for parlor games of playful sort. But it's become now something more, a system that flings forth the door. The spiritual realms we cannot see, it traces steps we walk as we take on the business of this life, revealing patterns wrought with strife, and patterns too of joyful glee, to form a perfect tapestry. But even still, it's something more. It brings advice towards what's in store. So we may change the current path, escaping woeful aftermath of troubles that once blocked the way, and bring us a brighter day. Dorothy Morrison. The tarot, what it is and isn't. So you're getting the history of the tarot, how the tarot works, finding the right deck, blessing the deck. So you get a deck blessing. And one of the things I really, really love about this book, you get incantations for just about everything she has in here. So deck blessing there, if anyone wants to look at that. I love it. I love all the incantations. And then you have after the blessing, then you have storing your deck, getting to know your cards, card meditation, the personal tarot guide, so there's even an incantation to call upon your tarot guide. Or wait a minute, there's a section where you can Find out who your tarot guide is, the personal tarot guide. Oh no, that's right here. There's a section, the self-discovery process, where you can find out your spirit card, your lesson card, your talent card, and your personal year card. So here we have personal tarot guide. No matter how you choose to use the cards, help is the one thing you can always count on. And then over here, spend a few moments settling in and acclimating yourself to the surroundings. Then call your tarot guide by saying something like, "Tarot guide, come forth to me. I conjure you from depth of sea, from fertile earth, from mountain breeze, from dancing flame that warms with ease. I call you, wisest tarot guide, to be forever at my side. Make your presence known to me. As I will, so mote it be." I like that. That would definitely be something nice to say at the beginning of a reading. Then we have the tarot guide home ritual. And remember, if you don't have an ingredient, replace it or leave it out. I welcome you into my heart. Come be my friend and never part. Come share your secret thoughts and whims, and I shall treasure them as gems. Hold the stone. Yeah, so reading the cards the easy way. So as you can see, this is a really nice book. Reversals versus uprights, quick answers to yes and no questions, reading for others, reading for yourself, and then we go into the cards. So the journey through the major arcana. So obviously, and then the minor arcana. Rods, swords, cups, and coins. Oh, okay, so they used pentacles. Pentacles came later. It was coins. Court cards and numerical cards. Then we have kings, queens, knights, pages. Then we go into aces, twos, and so on and so forth throughout the self-discovery process. We're almost getting to the good stuff. So here's where you would figure out your spirit card. And so say it was the Lovers. So you would come through this section. This is all about your spirit card, doing your numbers to figure out what your spirit card is. And again, say it was the Lovers, so you would come down the list, and here's what it would mean. When the Lovers appears as the spirit card, your mission falls within the realm of relationships, both intimate and otherwise. It's your job to help others not only see the value of commitment, fair play, and constant communication, but to help them follow through. It doesn't stop there, though. The other part of your mission is to point out any harmful relationships and give others the courage to end them. So that's for your spirit card. Then same thing with your lesson card. I have not done these yet. So lesson card, meanings and advice, and you would get all the for your card. And then you have the talent card, and again, same scenario. You would go through and find out which one, and then find your advice. And the personal year, same thing. And then part 2, tarot magic. The tarot's a system, a spiritual tool of power and symbols in the path of the Fool, a system of cards that forecast what may come. When the path is continued with changes undone, giving us warning and shedding its light on personal patterns of wrong and of right, it's a system that teaches empowerment too. and bring self-assurance to all that we do. But it's much more than that, more than any of these. It's a system where magic can take flight with ease, where reality changes and all our requests and all of our dreams and our goals manifest, where anything's possible, well within reach, even the most unattainable feat. Just a system of cards that's a spiritual tool, but it's one that can make all your wishes come true. Dorothy Morrison. And then we go into the spells, and this is where it really gets good. So a few reminders, and we start out with addiction. So what you would need, well, let's do something different than that. I mean, they have everything, guys. Look, anger prevention charm, okay, addiction, anger prevention charm, anxiety. So let's look at the anxiety one. This spell is designed to aid in the removal of minor panic attacks and lingering anxiety. For severe cases, please see your healthcare practitioner. Materials: you would need the 9 of Swords and a black wide tipped marker. Using the marker, draw a large heavy X on the 9 of Swords card. Now that is one thing though. They do ask you to draw on your cards and do different things with your cards. So you could either have a designated deck for this, but I'm thinking, you know, say I drew an X on my 9 of Swords and the designated deck that I'm going to use for spell work and stuff, which I do have a deck I use for spell work, but I will pull that card out and I would like set it under my candle or wherever I need to for the ritual or whatever. I don't ever draw on my cards. So I'm thinking maybe draw a little X on a white piece of paper and tape it to the card or something along those lines, so that, you know, the deck, you don't have to go through so many different decks. That's how I would approach it, something like that. I would never draw on my card though. Visualize yourself being happy, lighthearted, and carefree. You could also just take the X and draw it with your finger as well. Hold the image in your mind, then chant something like, anxiety, from me, now flee. You are no longer part of me. Your power is gone. I have no doubt. I cast you forth and burn you out. Burn the card to ashes and flush them down the toilet. So that too wouldn't fly. I mean, if it was maybe, I mean, you could go through a lot of decks here and just destroy a lot of decks. That's the only thing about this book I was like, whoa. And this was one of the first ones I read on because I struggle with anxiety. So of course I checked this one out really quick. And when I read this part, burn the card to ashes, then flush them down the toilet, that's when I was like, whoa, even out loud. So you would either do it that way, do it your own way, or figure something out. I know I wouldn't be doing that to my cards, but maybe if it was a real serious spell or ritual that I needed to get out there, then I would. But there's always paper, and you could always trace your card or whatever and burn that tracing paper is what I'm thinking too. And you would also be putting a lot of intention into that working as well by doing such. So charm against indifference and inactivity. So the materials you would need is the Knight of Swords. Carry the Knight of Swords card with you on a daily basis. Carrying the Knight of Swords card with you on a daily basis chases away indifference and prompts you to take a stand. So there, we're not destroying a card. Attention, the look at me spell. Materials, the World card, 1 orange candle, vegetable oil, half teaspoon allspice, 1 small piece hematite or a piece of hematite jewelry. Remember, if you have a crystal or some sort that you're being called to use, clear quartz works just fine. It will, it can substitute anything. But anyways, here we go. We have attention deficit disorder, spell to ease attention deficit disorder, and here you would need the Moon card, the 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 1 small clear quartz crystal. And then you can read the rest there if you'd like. And then that goes through all about that. Help healing. This is definitely one I'm going to be doing, because always needing to heal. Healing chant, and all you would need, help healing, and then the healing chant. All you need is the star card. At dusk, at the first sign of the evening star, hold the star card in your hands and visualize its light surrounding you, embracing you, and completely enveloping you with its radiance. Then invoke the healing properties of the star by saying something like, "Star of radiance, so bright, heal my body with your light. Mend my heart and soothe my mind. Throughout me let your magic wind. Through all tissue and all bone, through all veins where blood does roam. Through all muscles, up the spine, through the brain, let your light shine, until it cleanses every spot of illness, sickness, and whatnot, and leaves me strengthened with a wealth of renewed vitality and good health. Healing star, I conjure thee, as I will it, so mote it be." So I really like that one. Got one there for harmony, the sun card, the moon card, and a stapler, and I can just imagine what we're doing with that stapler. Definitely not stapling the cards together, but I mean, you could, but nonetheless. Home, happy home spell. 4 of rods, wands, 1 white candle, 1 teaspoon dried or powdered thyme. But there's one in here. There's little spells in here that you can incorporate your tarot with on many levels. Lots of different, and again, you're getting incantations for everything, which I really love because I suck at making them up on my own. Here we have the invoking pentagram and the banishing pentagram, which is a little bit of mixed feelings here because I have other books that they're different. So I would definitely say go with whatever feels right for you. And then we have the afterword, the magical uses of herbs, plants, and flowers. So you have some information back here about anger management. Okay, almond, catnip. Okay, so for anger management, these are the herbs and whatnot that can help with that. Almond, catnip, chamomile, I can't pronounce that one, rose, lemon balm, lavender, mint, passion flower, vervain, and you get a lot of that. The magical uses of stones. So here you're getting correspondences for what crystals and stones you can use for whatever it is that you're looking for. Love, luck, lust, magical power, mental ability, nightmare prevention, peaceful separation, physical energy. And then we have candle color substitutes and magical uses, which is very nice. And then we get some spreads back here. Spread 1, past, present, future. Spread 2, the Celtic cross. And then spread 3, clarification. So it looks like there's plenty there. Then the bibliography, and then the index. So in my humble opinion, very nice book. It is a total of 194 pages. Again, there's the back, there's the front. I purchased it off Amazon, like I think I said at the beginning of the review. I would definitely recommend it. It's quite interesting. I don't like to have a trillion different books on my altar, but I have 2 favorites right now, and this one I'm going to add. The rest are on my bookshelves, but this would come in handy for lots of different reasons and things. So I highly recommend this one. If you haven't got it, let me know what you think in the comments. If you do have it, if you're thinking about getting it, if you do have it and you've tried any of the spells and meditations or whatnot, how did that go for you? Thank you. If you've watched all the way to the end, I appreciate you. And until the next one, take care and be blessed.